Hey, this is Dega Diggers. We are at a graveyard called Union D, and we're going to try to find some of the oldest graves. Already done some research, searched it out, know who's supposed to be buried here in the oldest ones, and just wish us good luck that we'll find them. And y'all come along with us and have a good time. Okay, according to this memorial stone, it says first grave in Union Dempsey Baptist Church Cemetery, approximately 1849. I don't know who it is. I don't guess they do. But this is probably going to be your oldest one out here, 1849, because my list is 1851. So I actually found one older than what my research showed me. So, and you can see those stones right there up against the log. And here's the foot stone. So here's from the foot to the head right there. This is the oldest grave out here, which that's pretty cool to find. Okay, I am looking for, it says she's a Smith, Eleanor Broughton Smith, and it's the wife of John. This is a John Smith. She was born 1815, but I don't know when she died. But he was born 1814, died in 1898. So I'm supposing either that is her grave, or that is her grave, or it's not that one. So yeah, it's probably that one or that one. One of those right there that is her grave. And she is actually before number one because we don't know when she died. So, and she was born in 1815, which is an early time to be born. She's not the earliest born. 1788 is actually the earliest. And I'm looking for him. So I believe this might be Mary Armstrong Smith's grave, the wife of John Clark Smith, born in 1832. But we can't get it's so unreadable that it's hard to, but I can pretty much make out the 32 right here. I'm not positive this is hers, but it's near his, so I'm thinking it may be. Whoop. Get stuff on my way, because it looks like 32 on the end there. Okay, and that's got something, but you can't read it. This has something, but you can't read it. I'm not sure. I think this might be the broke off part of that one. But it's so broken up. Okay, and she is number, hold on. She is number 2, as far as the oldest goes. They were born 1850. Oh, and that one I can't really tell. 1828, I think, is what that says. Wow, look, this one is so old that it's got moss like crazy. Okay, what'd you say now?
This is James D. That's James Darling Hearn.
Yeah.
It's got 1826. I don't see the birth.
Yeah, it's not on there, but the death on here.
The death is 1864.
Yeah, February 5th, 1864.
Okay.
And we're using chalk, which helps us be able to see the words so much better and tell what it actually is. So it's just a thought I had, and it works great. Okay, and the rain comes, it's going to wash that off. It's not going to hurt it.
All right.
So.
All right, do it like this.
Yeah. That makes it short. But the rain will wash that off. That's just chalk. Don't tear your napkin up because you only got one. This is his Civil War plaque. Okay. It tells he was a private in the company.
That's the same guy.
Yeah, same one. Company F3, Alabama Volunteers.
So there, he's born right there.
Yeah, I know. This one's 1881. 1860 something. That's a baby. Like 34 or 84. I can't really tell.
Well, you finally found
okay, James Pinckney Armstrong, private, Dent's Battery, Alabama. I don't know what LT stands for. Arty, Confederate States. He was born June 7th, 1848. Died May 5th, 1867. And this is number 5 on our list. He's the son of James Armstrong and Millicent Hyatt. And that's his tombstone there. Did you say there was an Armstrong over there, Larry?
No, that was that one.
Oh, okay.
That's a hill right
All right, so these other people they have an Armstrong, like the lady that's an Armstrong. What's her name? Mary Armstrong Smith. But she married John Clark Smith, so that's probably in this area somewhere. Okay, Dempsey. This is Jesse Jackson Dempsey. He was born 1817 and died in 1869. He's number 6 on our list. Okay, this is grandmother Elizabeth Short. Her son John is listed, it says it's unmarked, but it's 1789 to 1870 something. And she was born 1789 to 1870 something. So I guess her and her husband's date must be listed the same date. Probably not the same, but that's the dates I have. It's for one of them, I'm sure. I don't know which grave is his. Possibly this one to the right of that, most likely. Yeah, probably, because I think it'd be buried beside her unless she's a second wife or something. I don't know, which I doubt. So that's probably his. Okay, this is Jack Short. I'm wondering, sometimes people would take the name Jack and they call him John for short. And so I'm wondering if this might be the John Short's grave. Because he was born in 1789, died in 1870. Although they say it's an unmarked grave. But his wife's name was Elizabeth Garrett. And they got the same dates on them. So I might have seen that one already. May have found it. This may just be kin to them. I don't know. Let me look and see what these are. Yeah, because there's Elizabeth right there. So yeah, I bet that was, I bet that's John. And the date on his and hers both, and that's side by side. So that has got to be, because there's his and here's hers. So I'm assuming they just called him John probably, and that shows Nancy. They're number 7 on the list of oldest graves. This is Mary Smith. This is 1871. Said she was about 35 years old, which would put it at about 1836. I have a number 8 that says she lived 1802 to 1871. But it said there's a Mary Smith that died April 5th, 1871, which is her. They could be the same person. If it's the case, somebody had the wrong date, but it said it was unreadable, and this is not unreadable, so I don't know if they're 2 different people or what. But if it is, then she's number 8 on the list. So she's number 8 regardless. And the other woman would be too, because they died the same year. So if I find another Mary J. Smith, Mary Jane, number 8, probably. Okay, this is Joseph A. Carter. His wife was Celia Ann Smith Carter. She was the daughter of John C. Smith and Eleanor Broughton. But there's a Pramila Carter over there, 1854, but it's not her. She was born in 1839, died 1875, and she was, but the one I'm looking for is Celia Ann was his first wife. This is apparently his second wife. Celia Ann Smith. She married a Carter, wife of Joe Carter, 1839 to 1875. She's the daughter of John C. Smith and Eleanor Broughton. So I'm thinking they probably buried somewhere around here. This could be their grave right here under this old grave. Or this one here, or this one, maybe. Right in here, there's a bunch of unmarked graves. But that's where she is, number 11 on the list. This is the baby, Lavinia. Her middle name is Jay, daughter of J. T. and M.C. Mitchell. She was born January 2nd, 1871, died July 6, 1873. She's number 14 on the list. This is the grave of Isabella Webster Newsom. She's number 15 on the list. She was born May 1st, 1828, died September 1st, 1880. And her husband Henry is not buried here. He died in the Civil War, probably somewhere on a battlefield. So that's hers, number 15. This is the only Elliot that I've been able to find so far. And it's not Martha Jane. She was born 1838 and died sometime after 1880. This one wasn't born 1895, which was probably, I don't know, kin somehow. But how, I don't know. I'll look some more though. Okay, this is Julia Clark Dempsey. She's number 16 on our list, the 16th oldest grave out here. She was born June 25th, 1847, died March 29th, 1881. She was the wife of Francis M. Dempsey. She was the daughter of Caleb Clark and Mary Mullins. And there are some graves around here somewhere that was probably, I don't know about their children, but may have been, probably was. But they are Dempsey children, and they may be some of these unmarked here. Okay, so far I could not find the children of Julia Clark Dempsey, so that may be them, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's about 7 graves down through there, and I think with the husband and wife and the 3 children, that would be probably the graves there. Okay, this is number 18A from, I have an 18A and B, but this is a grave. It's the 18th oldest grave. Martha Emily Dover, born March 17th, 1843, died July the 5th, 1883. She was the wife of John Dover. She was the daughter of Robert Shaddix, which I'll show in a little bit, and Sarah Walden. Now, I think Sarah Walden was, okay, that's, I believe that big tall stone there, I believe that's Sarah Walden's grave there. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I think she was Shaddix, so Sarah Walden Shaddix. Yeah, that's it. That's her grave. And then Robert beside it. We'll get to that, number 20, so. 1843, that's one of the oldest out here right there that has the thing on it, but this is probably older than any of them. Look at this. Wish I could find where my great-grandfather's grave was. Okay, this is John A. Dover, Company A, 7th Alabama Cavalry in the Civil War. I don't have any dates of birth, but I did find number 18A was Martha Emily Dover. But apparently this was her husband. 1857. Okay. Then you have Dempsey, Minerva Sparks Dempsey, born 1822, 1866. She is number 19 on our list of oldest graves. And that's all we know about them. Okay, number 19 on the list, Sarah Jane, wife of J.W. Elder, died August 12th, 1886, I believe that is. Her maiden name was Manning. Manning. Okay, that is number 19 on our list. 86. Okay, this is one of the older graves. It's number 20, and the oldest, Robert Alexander Shaddix. He was in Hearst Company, Talladega County, RES, Confederate States. He was born December 2nd, 1807, died June 1st, 1887. This is the 20th oldest grave out here, or on number 20. There's some of them actually has 2 or 3 graves listed with a year, but in years this is 20th. And we'll see if I knew anything about him. I think he had a child to die. Okay, this grave is number 21A. It's Sleety Matilda Smith. She's a wife of Joseph W. Smith, the daughter of James D. Hearn and Nancy Short, which is one that we looked at a little while ago. But she was born August 29th, 1852, died January 6th, 1889. Okay, this is Ovilia V. Duke, born April 15th, 1888, died July 10th, 1889. This is number 21B on our list. Then you have Nancy D. Duke, August 11th, 1889, February 5th, 1891. I didn't go to 91, I went only to 90, but that would have been a girl that was less than 2. So that was one of the babies they lost. And I'm assuming this is Duke, so this may be the parents. Yeah, that Richard and Mary lived in the 1900s. But they lost 2 children there, and that's not the only one they lost. They had 2. Well, yeah, it says they had 2 children besides Ovilia. Yeah, okay, so they had a Nancy, and I think they had a Richard. Oh, this is him right here. Yeah, Richard D. Duke. He was born December 5th, 1897, April 22nd, 1899. And as I said, this is 21B on our list. Do what, babe?
Over at the cross.
Uh-huh.
Right there where it comes out. Look at that big hornet nest under it.
Oh, my
It's
gosh.
active,
Oh,
too.
yes, I see that.
It's got a lot of hornets in it.
Well, I'm not going over there. You forget
Go
that.
over it. Ain't gonna, you don't have to stir them up.
Just my presence might do that. I don't want to do that. Okay, this one is 1880 to 1911.
I ain't worried about 1911. I'm worried about 1912.
She's worried about the wasp getting in them.
That flower right there.
Can't blame her. Do what? I did. I can see that. It's huge.